And this video is going to be basically just me trying to beat yesterday's record. So, oh, yeah, okay, hold on. Come on. Or not. Yeah, okay, you're gonna be a pain, but, well, do some painting all the less. Anyway. My goal in this video is basically to beat my record to reach 2,000 instead of 1,000 points. And last video, I know I sounded exhausted, and yes, I was, to be completely honest. That's because I did that video at the crack ass of dawn, at a not good hour, personally. So that's the reason why I very much was screwing up, because, well, I was so tired I honestly thought the cacti was popping out of nowhere. So, yeah. Anyway. Now, I have to ask you all a question. Which one do you think is better? Mushroom, oh no, not mushroom. Marshmallow or fluff and peanut butter and jelly, or peanut butter and honey, or jelly and honey? Which one is a better combination of the normal PB&J? And, in your opinion, please put it in the comments, which one do you prefer? Grape jelly, strawberry jelly, or whatever type of jelly in peanut butter? Do you like your peanut butter smooth? Do you like it crunchy? Ah, dang it. But the point is that which one do you like, and how do you like your peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Do you like it with wheat bread? Do you like it with white bread? Do you like it with some different type of bread than normal? Like, I'm honestly just curious. And if you're willing to put it in the comments, please do so. Engagement does increase the chance that this channel will reach 200 by the end of the year. Ah, dang it. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, god dang it. Okay. Focus. And when you think about it, isn't this just a different form of Flappy Bird? When you think about it. Anyway, 1 cacti, 2 cacti, 4 cacti, 5 cacti, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, because my day is doing decently. Personally, I think I screwed up the omelet I made, but it's probably the pan, like my mom's always said. Anyway, after this 4 days of YouTube videos, do you guys want me to do any cooking or just gaming? Or gaming related, or politics? Because I know politics does get views on this channel, as much as, honestly, I feel like the dumpster fire of reality kind of makes it so no one actually wants to watch. Because, well, everyone just... Okay, sorry, I just need to focus for a minute. Anyway, when you think about it, isn't this game just coming to you, not you moving forward? Dang it. I was so close. Okay. Honestly, I'd like to see others try to do this. And it's on the App Store. It's free app. No ads. Well, you can do an ad, obviously. It's a mobile game. All mobile games have ads, unfortunately. But overall, it's pretty good. And just so I don't give you guys another 40-minute video, I'm just going to say by the end of this video, my goal is 2,000, but I will, if this video is longer than 10-15 minutes, and I've only reached 15,000, I'll be fine with that. And, well, yeah. But, anyway, today is the first day of the new system with YouTube. Personally, I hope I can just take a photo, because, well, I already show my face on YouTube anyway. Hey, not today, obviously, but, well, you've seen it a bunch in the past. Where apparently I look like... I don't remember what apparently I look like. Like, compared to other actors or people in public. But, anyway, I hope and pray I do not get the demand of showing my ID, because honestly, that is honestly the worst type of privacy infringement. Forcing someone to show their ID on the internet should be a crime. It should be. The reason why I say this? Sure, some kids should not access certain content. But the fact is, look at Britain and look how badly their experiment with this project is going. Because people are having a bunch of resentment against this entire program, where they're forced to show ID, a picture, or anything else. And the fact that they're doing this, and the fact that a lord in the comments compared it to Chinese firewall, kind of makes you think for a second. Because people will go around it. People will find a way around it. That is a blatant fact. And the fact that many companies are overcorrecting and blocking information for children just because it's risky, like sex education. Because the fact is, that's important. And the fact that regulators are forcing companies to do this is kind of making you think what type of authoritarian is this bullshit? Because, well, there's a reason why they're calling it a oh, dang it. Okay. There's a reason why they're calling it a surveillance program more than protecting the kids. Because protecting the kids is the same as protecting from terrorists, protecting from terrorists, or basically a scapegoat. Protecting kids is a very easy way to justify anything. Or national security. It's a simple way that politicians speak around surveillance. It happened in the United States during 9/11. It happened during the Second World War, First World War, all over human history, where governments use crisis or perceived crisis as a way to take more control from the people. That is a documentable fact of humanity. That the government, when doing a program like this, are doing it for surveillance purposes, not because of protecting children, because if they did, more active participation from parents to stop their kids to watching this content with parental control instead of forcing everybody to deal with it. Because that's how it should be done. not the government forcing everyone because incompetent parents cannot stop their kids from going on Pornhub. Because the fact is, this will be a form of censorship. That is a blatant fact. And the fact that the government, in Britain primarily, where in the United States I've been keeping track of the bill, and it hasn't gone much anywhere, surprisingly enough. Where the fact that, yes, companies are preparing for that legislation, but from what I've seen on the government website and seeing the traffic, is that in the United States, even though I have contacted my congressman about this issue, personally, the fact is that the bill hasn't left the Senate. And really hasn't moved anywhere since January, February. Come on, you stupid cat. Anyway, it hasn't moved much since March. And I honestly think it is a dead bill. I don't think it could just be brought back to life, but I doubt it, especially with how polarized our Congress is. Because the fact that, well, sure, it might have some bipartisan support, but the fact is that Republicans will very much, as the Reform Party in the UK already is doing, because to my knowledge, Reform UK is an avid party against this legislation in Britain, to my knowledge. The fact is that this bill was passed during the Conservative administration, not the Labour one. And Labour is pulling down their own government and making people want to go to reform because of the fact that this is obviously surveillance. And the fact that, well, most of the time the right tends to lie through their teeth. But on this issue, they don't because, well, they personally believe it. And it's not too hard to think with your brain and say, yes, this is a surveillance state, blah, 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 blah. Where basically you could use every conservative / far-right talking point with the government, especially against Labour. Where, for example, I'm going to say if reform actually targets Labour and the Conservative Party on this issue, it is as simple as saying, the communists of the Labour Party are trying to make this country into a surveillance state. Like, it just takes that with some British charm and British nuance, but overall, that's exactly what they will say. That's just how politics is, no matter what country you are in. Because to my knowledge, Reform UK did not vote on the bill, so they don't have the real thing against doing that strategy. Especially because, well, many young people hate this bill. Because, well, no shit. We hate it because, well, it targets us primarily because, well, young adults, if they give their photo to the website, can be mistaken for children. And children can possibly be mistaken for adults. And the fact that this is going to tank most other things that the Labour government is doing. Especially because, as something I just realized, is that in Britain, 16-year-olds can vote by the next election. When you think with your brain for a second, how many voters are going to be disenfranchised because of this act? Because will election coverage be put behind a ID wall? Will voters be sent websites that they can go to referring to whatever party that basically is in power, the Labour government, where basically they are the ones that basically are in charge of the British government, meaning that it would make it very easy for them to basically make it so conservative or opposition parties you need an ID for. Where a 16-year-old... Hold on. A 16-year-old doesn't have the technical legal right to go on that website. Sure, they'll find a way around it, but think about the optics of that type of idea. The fact that I, as a 19-year-old guy from the United States, can think off of that off the top of my head, Ed, makes it very easy for any government official to do the same. Because, well, British people are very cynic, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not even the first person to mention this. Especially with their politicians, even though in my opinion, as I did a video a while back on British politics and the fact that you guys got it a lot better because at least they at least try to act like they give a fuck about young voters. And yes, I did say that, and I'm using my free F-word bomb in this video, because this video is not meant for kids. Even though I think the legislation in Britain and the YouTube AI system is bullshit. But anyway, thank you for watching this video.